some memories about my brother Robert. I'm sure there are people out there that could probably go further back than I can. But my story will start when my family lived in a chicken farm off Perkins Road in Baton Rouge. We were not allowed to hang out in the house all day, so I had enough brothers and a nephew, I can't forget Mickey, to make up a small football team. We played football. We used to knock down wasp nests and feed the little baby wasps to our pet rooster named Ben. We didn't name Ben after my Aunt Ben. But, we had a clubhouse that we made out of an old chicken coop that we cleaned out. Paul, Robert, Tommy, and I, we had a place where we could go read comic books and hang out. Now, Robert had a 1962 brown Bisqueen Chevrolet. I think that was the year. You can ask Paul, he probably knows. Anyway, after a little fender bender over off Plank Road, he lost the hood and the front grille, so we renamed the car the Beast. Now, the summer before we moved into our house in Eastgate subdivision, some of y'all probably know where that is, Mom, Tommy, and I, again, I think Paul was at my sister Linda's that summer. I'm not sure. Again, you could probably ask Paul. Robert had an apartment in Broadmoor Apartments over off Florida Boulevard. So the summer before we moved into Eastgate, we stayed with him. Now, let me tell you, this was the first time I heard Jimi Hendrix' Are You Experienced album. Music never sounded the same since. Not long after we moved into Eastgate, Rob got his draft notice, so he joined the Marine Corps. After boot camp, he returned home on leave. It was around Christmas time. It was a great Christmas that year. I think there's a picture of it in one of those little slideshows. Then Robert was deployed to Okinawa during the Vietnam War. It was around 1971 or 72. I don't remember much about that except for the fact that I wish I had the letters that I wrote him. He told me when he returned that was the only letters he received while he was over there. I don't know, I was about 11 or 12 years old. Hold on just a second. Turn the page. Somewhere in there I forgot about the cars this man had. I thought I seen a picture of 1968. Well, first he had a 1968 Chevelle SS 396. It was a hot rod. Then he had a 68 GTO Gopher that was green. I think I seen the picture of that. Really not. And last but certainly not least, and I don't know if y'all remember this, the people that were in my family, he had a 1969 Blue Metal Flake Dodge Charger RT with a 440 Magnum in it. And he won 3 trophies that I know of as applause drags and state capital drags. You might not believe this. Robert used to hide me in the trunk and sneak me into the pit area of the racing. I'm not making this up.
He's doing a good job.
I've met people like Don Garvis, considered the father of drag racing. He's one of the one guy that invented the rear end dragster. Google it. It's probably in there. Also, Rob got out of the Marine Corps. That didn't mean that he stopped being a Marine. He made me run 3 miles a day with him. And if I quit, never mind, we're in a church. Robert met his first wife, Sue. I lived with them several times. I was a teenager. Robert and Sue helped me out a lot. Matter of fact, they took me to my first Mardi Gras in New Orleans. That's a lot, though. They had to talk my mom into it because at that time we weren't allowed to go to New So, caught a lot of beads, more than you can imagine. I'm talking about trash bags full of beads. When Robert and Sue got married, I was a groomsman in the wedding. Now, this was the first time I wore a suit. This is the second time. Just kidding. No. Then, as we grew older and moved away, Robert went on to become a successful man in his life, a great father to Larry and Marilyn. I moved away and traveled around the country doing what I do and missing everything, especially my family. This was always the hard part. We never lost touch of each other, calling me every time an LSU game came on. Lots of good times through the years. I could go on and on about it, but the most important thing I'd like to say is, love you, brother. It's hard. I'll miss you very much. Tell Mom hi. Save a place for me. See you in my dreams. Thank you.